Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and we are back in Tumbamálë ready to hear Leafshade's account of his friend Nestinanessornë. Oh god, it's so difficult. Anyway.
That is the bow of my friend Nestinanessornë. He left it here when he went away.
The ant sighs heavily, the breeze of his exhalation rustling the leaves of the trees. There was a gathering of my folk, what is the word your kind would use? Months. Some months ago. On my return, I came across a dying creature suffering from a poisoned wound. He reminded me of an old friend, an elf I once knew. Varian. She lived among the beaches and sang so beautifully. Leafshade stands in silence, his story unfinished, and you wonder if you should prompt him to continue.
But you did not know Varian.
No, you would not have.
You would not have.
Yeah, this is even slower than my own end voice. Anyway, the lives of ants are measured differently. Months. Months are the blink of an eye, or less. I was thinking of Varian when I carried this wounded creature, this elf, back here to my home. I did not know if he would live. For Varian, I will try to save him. In time, he did recover his strength. And that is when I named him Nestinanessornë, which is sapling-who-is-healed in the words Warden taught me. Yeah, I'm really eager to hear your entire story, friend Leafshade, but it's not every day you get the chance of meeting an ant. So, I just want a good picture or two of this event, and I'm ready. Please, God.
Awaken, Nestinanessornë.
Oh my god, no, I gotta take as many pictures as I can here, so I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna just turn this off for a moment. Yeah, it's just that grabbing a cool picture in here, I mean, the table is huge. And yeah, it's a little difficult to get a good one. Yeah, this table is so huge. Anyway, where am I? What happened to me? I remember the marching ranks of the orcs, my friends. I have to warn my friends and the defenders of Helm's Deep. But how did I come to be here? Pain. I remember a pain in my side. Oh, I think you're going to live after all. I feel so weak. You were pierced by an arrow when I found you. These Burarum, these orcs, they use a deadly poison. I have to warn my friends. This poison... Talk to Leafshade. Was a better picture, I think. You are one of the long-lived ones, like my friend Berian. But even poison can bring the elves low, if it is of a bad sort. The poison used by these Burarum, these orcs, is of a very bad sort indeed. Any others struck by their arrows would have died at once, and never known there was poison to survive. An elf might last a little longer, but without my Entish medicine you would have perished too. You are... lucky? Ents do not believe in such a thing. But Berian used to speak of it to me. Oh, she did. If I had not seen you on my return journey, you would surely be dead now. You have Berian's luck, little Nestinanessornë. You slept for a long time, and will need to sleep longer if you are to be fully healed. What did Berian used to say to me? You are not out of the woods yet. Imagine that, Nestinanessornë. You are fortunate you have awoken. I had decided to drop you in the sea if you did not survive the poison. That is a joke. I hope that is a joke.
Time passed, but Nestinanessornë could not wait.
Where are they now? Talk? Ah, here. Didn't see you there. You have to let me go, Leafshade. My friends need me. Horn, Nona, Beriathan, and Gléowine. I try to stand and walk, but my body still too weak. You cannot help them as you are now, my friend. They would fight for me, Leafshade. I am failing them. Rest now, Nestinanessornë.
My friend regained his strength.
What is it, Leafshade? Something has changed. The air tastes differently. I think a great and distant evil has been defeated. Not Sauron. Your names for things are so small, Nestinanessornë. But you may be right. Boom. The natural world sings anew. My friends, my heart tells me this victory is yours. But did you survive it?
But Nestinanessornë was still weak on the day strangers came to my home.
Oh. Who I need to talk to now? Talk to Nakási. So here we have Nakási once again. This other one, I don't recognize. Tathata, the beast. Oh, yeah, she's another member of the kindred. You can see well. I think this has something to do with Nakási's backstory. I don't know. I'll need to double check all the bios of the kindred that were published before Umbar went live. But there you have it. I hope you have already figured out the identity of this elf is our good old friend Corudan, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment, but let's see how this ends. Why should we not burn this grove as a message to the folk of Gondor who live in Amphalas? We have set fire to their ships, but the ships come from elsewhere and are manned by a crew selected by the Prince of the Lambroth and by the king, far away in the White City. I say we burn this grove to show they are not safe in their homes. The waves bring us even to their shores, and they are not safe from us. If you do this, Nakási, you do it alone. I want no part of it. I have men enough to burn everything here. I do not need your crew for this, Tathata. But I will not forget you withheld your assistance. I beg you to spare this grove and its keeper. Can we not come to an arrangement? Nestinanessornë left with them and sailed away on one of their ships. I did not want to fight, and I am glad, glad that I did not have to. But I hope my friend is safe. He was not yet fully recovered from his wound, and could not hope to oppose the people of the ships if it came to fighting. Leafshade stares at you with half-lidded eyes. He seems nearly ready to fall asleep once again.
Yesterday I saw the ships return.
They sailed south until they disappeared over the horizon. Leafshade's words rise in intensity until their booming shakes the branches of the trees of Strangden. I hope you will ensure Nestinanessornë is safe. Leafshade ceases his trumpeting and quiet returns once again to Tumbamálë. He is a friend, he murmurs. So many others went away. You are sure, Leafshade, that you will do what you can to help him, but the end says nothing more. With this, we can go back to King Elessar, but I think we're not ready to go there yet. We still have plenty of quests in Lotkidian, Pinnath Gelin to complete, and I think that's where we should be headed next, truly. But just take a look at this place. Isn't this place beautiful? I really wasn't expecting something like this, especially in Amphalas, which is the most arid of all the regions of Gondor we've been through. So it looks great. And we have a lot to wrap our hands around this time. We have an end in Gondor. I truly didn't expect to find an end in Gondor, but of course it serves the narrative quite well, because now we know what happened to Corudan, which is a question that we all have had ever since last we saw him. For Beriathan in-game, that's just a couple months in between the Battle of Helm's Deep and today, but for us players, it has been 10 years in between the release of Helm's Deep and Corsairs of Umbar. It's crazy that it's been 10 years. I cannot wrap my hair around that. But yeah, it's been 10 years since last we saw Corudan. Lots of players for a time thought the devs had just forgotten about him. But Maid of Lions said many times over that he had not forgotten about Corudan, and that, well, he would come back when the story needed it, something along those lines. So here we have it. Corudan survived the Battle of Helm's Deep. We never really heard anything about that orcish poison that got him, and if that poison was so effective, why didn't the orcs use it in the Battle of Helm's Deep or the Battle of the Pelin or whatever? I mean, if that poison was so powerful that only an elf could survive it with the help of an end, then you would think the orcs would use that kind of poison more often. But we cannot overthink that detail too much, because otherwise a lot of things in the story would fall apart. Bottom line, Leafshade rescued Corudan, so that's what I said. It made sense for an end to be in Gondor. So after the Battle of Helm's Deep, Descent simply came back home and brought Corudan with him. So that, plus everything he had just told us, help us explain exactly what happened to Corudan and where was he since last we saw him. Now, this is a spoiler I told you I wish I really hadn't read about online. This would have been such a big surprise if I didn't have this spoiled, and if I had had any suspicion, the slightest suspicion, that Corudan would show up in this expansion, I would have avoided the spoilers like the plague. But never would have I imagined Corudan would show back in here. And I will not say anything else, but you either know the spoilers or you can pretty much imagine where they go. The only thing I would say now is, now that we have found Corudan, I mean, after we got separated from our friends in Helm's Deep, what was the town again? Last time we saw each other, that was in the Stone Dins? Yeah, here. No, here. Brockbridge, I think that was the last time we saw each other. And you would remember Horn and Nona left because they were supposedly going to try to stop the Dunlendings somehow. And in reality, Nona was just trying to get Horn away from the conflict. Horn got mad, and that's when he left Nona and reunited with King Theoden for the Master of the Rohirrim and the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. That's the last time we saw Horn. Depending on your choice, with Halros in Volume 3, Horn would have died physically, or he would have died spiritually, emotionally, whatever you want to call it. For us, Horn is still alive, but he no longer identifies himself as the man he was. But anyway, that was the last time we saw him. Now we know what happened to Corudan, so we only are missing Nona to see what happened of our party during our adventures in Rohan, which, as far as I remember, was the very first time we were traveling with a fellowship of our own. So there's a special place in our hearts, in most player hearts, for these three: Corudan, Horn, and Nona. And traveling the four of us together was such a treat. Their interactions were always so funny. All these moments in between, especially Nona and Horn. Nona liked to tease Horn quite a lot, but well, I mean, sharing with all of them was amazing memories. So I'm really excited for what's to come, and I really looking forward to seeing Corudan again. Now I just wanna have these goblins stop pursuing me so that we can resume our journeys in Pinnath Gelin right where we left them. Because once again, I don't know what happens next in the storyline exactly. I just know that we're about to sail to the Shield Isles, but I don't know if the main story will take us back to Pinnath Gelin, to all these areas that we haven't explored yet. So we're gonna take the time to do it now. I guess we should have done this on the last episode before going back to, I mean, after finishing our deal with the goblins in that stupid cave, we should have continued south to explore the rest of Pinnath Gelin. But I mean, the moment you do the instance with Orgolas and Thorongil's kidnap, it's the moment the story really takes you to pursue the Corsairs and see what's going on. And you can technically say the story is now taking you to go back to King Elessar and tell him that, well, the Corsairs have fled, so we gotta rescue Thorongil somehow. But we just can't leave Pinnath Gelin unfinished as it is. I cannot do it. So that's where we're headed next. I am really glad that we got to do this in daytime because, well, I once again love the game at daytime better, especially Pinnath Gelin at night didn't look as good. But, well, we can continue exploring this and looking for more quests. I mean, we have so many things to complete in here. I expect we're gonna keep our hands busy for a couple more episodes, at least. I just wanted to take some stroll back while we talked about Corudan, Horn, and Nona, because they deserve it. But now it's time to get going with our quests once again. And as far as I know, the only thing we're missing now is this one, the Pahor Boha quest, which is to the south. And we have also this other town in here, Medeham. I don't know, I have the feeling the main story will take us there. And then I'm gonna regret I didn't do these two things at once like they were supposed to, but I wanna play it safe regarding the content we have still not done at Pinnath Gelin. Even though this will most likely not work as I intend, but anyway. With a little bit of luck, it's gonna be a short one. You have discovered Berggrau. What is this? Another farmland? Another, yeah. Another vineyard. And there is a quest in here. Ah, yeah, I have quest ranks turned off. Silly me. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Hello and welcome to Berggrau. We produce Pinnath Gelin's prized calendarin.
Bottles were sent up to the table of the king and his lady themselves for the wedding. Have you tried it? Yes, we pride ourselves on our wine. However, this season's batches are in serious peril. So much has been going strangely lately on our green hills. Talk of goblins and southrons. Something happened to Cornward Farm, and I haven't been able to get yeast from them for months. I've had to make do with yeast made from our very own grapes. It'll change the flavor, but will still be Berggrau worthy, of course. Only problem is, I can't get near the barrel the yeast is growing in to collect it. One bee sting could mean my death. My own gran had her throat closed up because of it many years back. We've all been careful since. Maybe you can help. I have some honey to distract the bees with, but you'll have to be quick. Take up that honey there, bring it a distance away from the barrel of grape yeast, and then make a run for it. You should be able to gather yeast in time before they get back. I'm nearly sure of it. Nearly sure, that's reassuring. I mean, place the honey pot. Where? Where am I supposed to place it? Honey spot? Oh. All the way here. With the floating lady. The swarm catches the scent of honey. Oh. There we go.
You hustled like a bee was in your britches for sure.
Did you get the yeast then? Let's have it, shall we? Yeah, I have a feeling we were supposed to come in here after another quest brought us here. I don't know. Now, those ruins there across the water, is that another location for the date? And if so, how do we get there? Yeah, of course these birds are gonna come after us. I have a feeling we really should be swimming to those islands somehow. And once again, I have a feeling there will be some sort of swift travel to the island. At least I hope so. But that looks so intriguing. I think we gotta check that out. Turtles, okay. Gelin turtle. We have found Loek Tangal. And that seems to be it. Heavy Umbar chest, okay. Sure. Yeah, I think we'll be sent here to deal with the turtles at some point. Yeah, you can see there the NPC. We're definitely coming back here. But now the question is, really? Now the question is, what exactly will send us here? For God's sake, would you please die? These guys are tougher than they look. This gives us a great chance. I don't know, maybe the other island will have another location for the dead. I know I wasn't expecting this one to be the location, when one of the locations we were looking for. Meriham and Crestfeld. Powerful Marzadar. Well, Pahorboha we're about to get to. Laerendal. Hunter's Rock. Munador. I mean, we're making good progress. We can keep it. If we can keep this pace, maybe we can get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. I can count 4 locations that seem to be deed related. 5 if we count the other island, which at this point might be. We're about to get here. Just need to grab the stable master. I think this is gonna make traveling in between these towns a little bit easier. Meriham. So let me grab the stable master first.
You must not take these days for granted.
That fool of a child is always wandering off pretending to be a knight like her older sister. I only looked away from her for a moment and she was gone. Her sword is missing too, and I fear she's gone on to challenge the turtles on Loek-Thangalf. I tried to explain to her that they are enormous, fierce creatures and not all the small turtles she's seen in the river nearby, but I fear that made her all the more determined. Oh, please, find my girl. Yeah, we already saw her there.
Hello, hello. Oh, most excellent. You're just who I need.
Let me explain. I am Malbeer, armorer for the Knights of the Green Hills. I heard that dread turtles have moved onto the nearby island of Loek-Thangalf. Isn't it exciting? That is, you see, I am very interested in learning more about their armor shells. Bring them back and I shall reward you. What do you say? I say, I was just there. But I also say, well, we knew that was gonna happen. So, back to fighting turtles it is, and we gotta find a way to get into the rock Dorak was in, because it isn't entirely clear how to get there, at least from down below, from where we were. But it's just a quick swim away. That other island, we really gotta check that one out. And after what these turtles did, I think we are safer fighting them one by one. Yep. already here, might as well take the small one, right? Okay, no, there she is. It's not that easy to get up there, it seems. A small child perches atop this huge boulder.
Oh, hello. Did Mother send you? Thanks for clearing a path through those awful turtles.
When Mother said they were bigger, I never thought, well, I can get home on my own now, but please, I lost my sword. It was a gift from Kangwen, and she always says a knight doesn't leave their sword on the ground, but when the turtles showed up, I stabbed at one of them, and it got stuck in the shell, and she sniffles and wipes at her eyes. Please find Thumbcleaver. I think I ran here from over that way. She waves an arm towards the north and swallows. Exactly where all the turtles are now. Can definitely do that, but I also want to check if there's a way to get in all the way up there. There's got to be a way to get all the way up there, I hope. Oh, for God's sake. Please stop doing that. It looks like there should be a way up there, right? Maybe not for a quest or anything, but maybe to reward exploration? Ah, Thumbcleaver, there it is. That was easier than I thought. You have found Thumbcleaver. Gotta bring the sword back to her, but she's back in town already. Okay. It's really got to a way up. I think I see it. Is this gonna be another jumping challenge? There's a couple in game. I mean, it seems... or maybe not. No. There's got to be a way up. Not gonna give up until I find it, or until I confirm with absolute certainty there is not a way up there. There should be. Please tell me there is. Seems not. You know what this reminds me of? And I wish we could do right now? In The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you have the Ascent ability, and this looks like the perfect spot to use it. It's a shame we don't have it here. Even after all these months, after the game released and after I played it, I still see those kind of structures, and I think, yeah, I should be able to use Ascent on them. I'm not sure if I have mentioned this before. I'm a big fan of the Legend of Zelda series, and I have played almost all of them, but well, not all of them, and I enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild both. But those games are so massive, I'm not sure I can ever revisit them again. Oh, no, please don't do that. Oh, come on. Jesus, these turtles don't give up. Sooner I leave this place the better, it seems. I think. Back to town. I hope the winters don't mind me coming through here, but here we are.
Welcome back, welcome back. Do you have them? Oh, you certainly smell like you do.
That's not very polite. But you're welcome anyway.
You found it! You found Thumb Cleaver! Oh, thank you! Thank you!
I think I'm going to train a bit closer to home from now on, until I'm at least taller than those turtles. You should.
Words alone cannot express my thanks to you, traveler. I hope she's learned her lesson.
I might not be able to keep her from following in Kangwyn's footsteps, nor would I want to, but hopefully she'll be more careful going forward. There's bravery, and then there's, well, this was a learning experience, I suppose. Oh, my poor girl, I am so glad she's home safe. Yeah, also glad that we could reunite Dorak with her mother. And this only leaves us, well, plenty of things to explore. But as far as quest goes, we gotta go to Pahor Boha now. We have a lot of things to do there. It's just that, boy, we're still missing like 7 locations for the deed, and I have no idea. 7 of them. Well, we're about to discover 1, so that's gonna be 6 of them. And this thing in here looks to be the last farm we're missing. So let's say we're missing 5. I still don't see where 5 things are hidden in here. Okay, this path that also leads here to this sort of dead end also has to have something. I'm thinking the second island to the west also has to be something, so I mean, it seems we can narrow down the things we're missing by a pretty good margin, but still need a couple more things left to discover. We'll see. Ah, come on. It's just that once again we're running short on time. I hope we are able to do Pahor Boha today and explore this little area in here. before we end today's episode. Scout the gates, imprisoned warriors, and plans to Upohir's allies. I think we can do all that. Just need to cross this camp from one end to the other. You have discovered Pahor Bow, huh? The southwest gate has a commanding view of the area. Any attackers will be easily spotted. So here we have some warriors. I will make for Ostar and Arndir at once. Last plans to allies of Upohir. The Haradrim captain, thank God we were able to avoid that one. We don't want to fight anymore these guys than we need to. We're gonna do our best to avoid those captains. The warrior merely inclines his head at you before fleeing. Last plans. It's just that there are a lot of captains running around. But with a little bit of luck, can avoid some of this. Some of this, not all of it, of course. You really couldn't leave me alone, could you? Thank you. Alright, that's it for the last of Upohir's allies. And I think this is the other entrance right by the last warrior we need to free. So all in all, this was a very short stop. Once again, if you are eager to complete the Haradrim Slayer deed in Outer Gondor, this seems like your best place to do it. The warrior flees, but not today. At least not for us. The southeast gate faces trees and large boulders. These obstacles could be used to hide an approaching force. And these guys hit really hard. With this we can go back to to Ostarndir. First, I think that like cottage house that we see there, it's also one of the locations we need to explore. It's right there in the border between Pinnath Gelin and Amphalas. But I think this is more Pinnath Gelin than Amphalas still, so we're gonna take a quick look. How much time we have left today? About 10 minutes? Yeah, we should be able to explore at least a couple more things. Especially if we take the horse, which I think I'm gonna do. I know, this is the lumber camp in Amphalas that we had already visited before. God. Yeah, I knew this was a possibility. But then that means I am even more at a loss as to where to go in Pinnath Gelin to complete the exploration of that place. Still missing 6 locations: Farfold, Marsa Adar, Laerendal, Hunter's Rock, Munador, Hunter's Rock. One of them has to be it, right? I mean, all things considered, at least in terms of quests, what we were missing in Pinnath Gelin doesn't seem to be that much. Well, we are still missing quests as well. How many? 8 of them. We're about to complete 4. Where are the last 4 quests? I don't know. And at this point, I'm not sure if they will unlock in some of the places we have already visited after we complete some extra tasks in there. Whoa, that ball really didn't need to attack us. We're just passing by. Please tell me this is, I don't know, Hunter's Rock or whatever. One of these has to be something, right? Anything. Otherwise, I'll need to... Amphalos again, God. I'll need to look some of these locations up again, because I have no idea. I can see potentially 2 more. Maybe even 3, but... nowhere near close to everything we're missing. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. That other rock there can also maybe be Hunter's Rock. I mean, that if it's a named rock, that's because it's very prominent, it's very important, so it should be discernible, easily recognizable. At least that's what I hope. One of these rocks has to be, right? Just don't want to draw diverse attention here. Maybe that one, that also looks like an important one, and there's some sort of watchtower there. Did you see it? That thing with the watchtower seems to be it. That's the other island that I would also pretty much like to check up. That's the other farm, so I think we can advance some of this at least a little bit. It's just that I don't wanna fall. This looks like a steep fall, but me to believe this is nothing? about this one? Springer's Close. Oh my god. What is this? Marsa Adar. Okay. This is a Corsair encampment. Cool. I have a feeling that quite possibly the other farm that we saw would have the quests for this Corsair camp, but at least we got it. Gotta escape these guys. I mean, they're gonna be dismounted most likely. Really, none of these watchtowers would help us with the deed. Nothing in here. This seems so weird. What's the freaking Hunter's Rock then? I don't know. It's gonna be something super obvious when we finally find it. And until then it's gonna be so obscure. Feels really weird that we're not getting any more quests. Apart from the 4 that we already have. And that island. I wanna swim there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna swim there. Or not. I mean, there are 2, maybe 3 locations I wanna check now. And we don't have enough time today to check them all, of course. We can barely make it to this new settlement in here. We have discovered Munador. And that's gonna be another enemy camp, from what I gather, so it has fallen. Oh! Cool.
Who are you? Here to plunder our farm too, are you?
The younger woman places a gentle hand on the elder's arm and tries to soothe her. Colonel says, I do not think they are one of the thieves, mother. I think they may be here to help. The elder woman glares up at you, saying, if that's the case, go kill as many of the thieves as you can. We may not be able to live here anymore, but I won't see our farm plundered.
Greetings, traveler. I am Corudan, and I am sorry I cannot welcome you fully to our farm.
It has sadly been overrun by boars and brigands, and without my husband about to help drive them off, we have had to abandon our home. I have come here with my husband's mother to see if they've moved on, but no, they've made themselves quite at home, at our home. If you're going on ahead, will you bring me back cuts of boar meat, the fatty belly meat in particular? I can prepare it so that it will last a good long time and help us see through this. But take care, some of the boars seems to be ailing and their meat would be fetid. Just put those ones down, but bring boar belly from the others. Okay. Couple more quests to help us with the deed. But I think that's enough time, all the time we have for today. So once again, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.